Welcome to PreMath. In this video, we have got this nested radical equation. And here's our equation, the square root of x times the square root of x once again times another square root of x equals to 128. And now our task is to solve this equation for x values. And we are going to check our solution for any extraneous values as well. And please keep in mind, we are not supposed to be using calculators of any kind. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe. Let's go ahead and get started and let's focus on this equation once again, since we are dealing with these multiple square roots. So therefore, I'm going to take the square on both sides to undo one of these square roots. And here we can see this square and square root, they undo each other. So therefore, we are ended up with this x times the square root of x times the square root of x equals to 128 power 2. And now we are going to repeat the same process all over again. We're going to take the square on the left hand side and we are going to take the square on the right hand side as well. And here we can see square and square root undo each other. So therefore, this square of x is going to give us x square, and then times we got x times the square root of x equals to, and now let's recall this power rule of exponents. If we have x power m and then power n, in other words, if we have these nested exponents, then we can write x power m times n. And we are going to apply this rule on the right hand side of this equation. So therefore, this is going to become 128 power 2 times 2 is going to give us power 4. And now we are going to take the square on both sides once again. And here we can see this square and square root undo each other. So therefore, square of x square is going to give us x power 4, then times x square, and then times x is going to be equal to 128 power 4 times 2 is going to give us 8. And now let's focus on this part. Its exponent is going to be 1 by default. And when we multiply out all these together, we are going to add their exponents. So therefore, we are ended up with x power 7 equals to, and now let's focus on this base 128. I'm going to write down 128 over here. And we know 128 is same as 2 power 7. In other words, we are going to multiply 7 times. And if we multiply them 7 times, we indeed are going to get 128. So therefore, I'm going to replace 128 with 2 power 7 over here. So therefore, I can write 2 power 7 and then whole power 8. And now let's recall this power rule of exponents once again. X power m and then power n could be written as x power m times n. So therefore, this part 2 power 7 and then power 8 could be written as 2 power 7 times 8. And if we do it once again, we can write this one as 2 power 8 and then power 7. So therefore, I can tweak this one as 2 power 8 and then power 7. It doesn't make any difference whatsoever. So therefore, we can write x power 7 equals to 2 power 8 and then power 7. And now I am going to take power 1 divided by 7 on the left hand side and going to take the power 1 divided by 7 on the right hand side as well. So therefore, on the left hand side, we are ended up with x equals to only 2 power 8. And now let's focus on 2 power 8. 2 power 8, if we multiply 2 8 times, we are going to get 256. So thus our solution x value turns out to be simply 256. So thus our x value turns out to be equal to 256. And now we are going to check our solution for any extraneous values. So therefore I'm going to replace this x with 256, likewise this x with 256, and likewise this x with 256. And our question is the left hand side equals to 128? As you can see in this next step, I have substituted x values over here, and our question is the left hand side equals to the right hand side? And now we are going to start from inside. The square root of 256 is 16. As you can see in this next step, the square root of 256 turns out to be 16 over here. And now we are going to focus on this square root. 256 times 16, the square root of 256 is 16, times the square root of 16 is 4, as you can see in this next step. And now we are going to take the square root of everything inside this radical. The square root of 256 is going to be 16, square root of 16 is going to be 4, and the square root of 4 is going to be simply 2, as you can see in this next step. So therefore, if we multiply the left hand side, we are going to get indeed 128 is equal to 128 right hand side as well. So therefore, this is a true statement. So therefore, x equal to 256 is our valid solution. So thus, after all the calculations and manipulations, our solution x value turns out to be 256. And that's our final answer. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos. Bye.